Chef,
Aaron, what's going on? How are you?
find yourself there.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you.
You look pretty prepared in the kitchen there, making something.
We got a couple of things happening right now. Just honestly celebrating all that AYO and this partnership have to offer. We have a chicken yassa dish, our wache dish, classic beans and rice dish. But yeah, we're excited. I have a little bit of that, a little bit of this right here, our pepper sauce, and just excited to get into everything.
Do you have a favorite of the AYO offerings that are on the market? I know that might be a hard question to answer.
It is. I'll be honest. It is. I'm gonna have to say personally, this wache dish. It's my favorite. I love the earthiness of the beans and the rice. It's a classic. I call it the OG rice and peas dish from West Africa, from Ghana specifically. And it's just something I grew up eating, and I really love how authentic the flavors came out, and really how beautiful this dish is. Cooked in sorghum leaves, so you have that earthiness, also that beautiful like bright, almost dark rather, magenta color. And then you have a little bit of coconut oil, some roasted garlic puree, this beautiful red sauce that we pair it up with. It's homely, right? It reminds me of comfort food. So that's something I would say is probably my favorite. But I'd be lying and say that I don't enjoy everything else, man. Like when you kind of mix and match everything on a plate, kind of spread it out and have people just kind of serving each other, it's hard to be mad at any one of these options for sure.
When did you start to notice that West African food was accessible and lots of people liked it that weren't of West African descent?
Yeah, on a national scale, to be honest, I think when I started cooking for Top Chef, to be honest, there are chefs behind or before me. Chef Pierre Tom comes to mind, that did an amazing job of championing West African food. But yeah, being able to have the opportunity to cook on a national platform and do it for so long to make it to the finale was really something that I started noticing afterwards, and started to see really the interest in West African food, but not only just the food of the region, but food from everywhere. Globalization has become huge over the past year, and just folks wanting to know what life is like for people that live outside of their proximity, right? And I think that kind of fell into food, and people wanting to be a little bit more curious and enjoy flavors and combinations of flavors that they probably aren't used to. So I think a little bit of a combination of everything kind of put the stars in line to have West African food on the forefront of a lot of people's minds in the culinary space right now. And I really think it has a place to stay at the table.
So it's kind of like a thing that you've been known to say about food and the way that it's prepared, bringing people together.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I love cooking a delicious meal, but I think the most pleasure I get is when I see my guests enjoying themselves with their guests, with their spouse or a neighbor or a group of friends or whatever the case is, and having that 1 hour, hour and a half of memory making and really enjoying something together. I don't remember, or I can't remember a really a significant meal that I had by myself. I don't know if you can or anybody else, honestly. It's usually with people around, and we're celebrating a life moment. So, I really wanted to celebrate that as much as possible. So it's the way that I like to cook, not only giving you something really delicious, but kind of making it an holistic experience and really having you enjoy it all throughout. And then, speak about it afterwards. Remember that thing that we had last week or whatever the case is? Like, I love that aspect about food and really what gets me going as a chef.
I see Fela behind you.
Yeah.
Using that for meal preparation. Is that music that you usually have in the background?
Always. You have a little bit of Fela in the background, just to kind of keep the peace in the kitchen, and keep the vibes going. But yeah, it's just a testament, a huge musician, and having that kind of vibe and that kind of atmosphere and that tempo, in the kitchen really gets people going, especially when we're just prepping and everything else like that. So Fela is awesome for that, and an awesome soundtrack. WizKid, we did a little Burna Boy, all of the above, for sure. Yeah.
Cool. So besides working with this wonderful brand whose products are right in front of you, what else is coming up from you? What can we look forward to from Chef Eric in the near future?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, writing 2 cookbooks at the moment, which I'm really excited about. They should be out next year. Doing a little bit more television as well, which I'm really happy for. I'm hopefully have my hands on a restaurant pretty soon once everything kind of settles with this. But at the moment, really just enjoying the partnerships that I'm working with, not only AYO, but a few other great partnerships as well, and great businesses and brands. And yeah, just, cooking and getting better. That's personally what I want to do every single time. Every year I want to be a better chef, know a little bit more about the food I'm cooking and about food that, I'm not cooking as well, and just be a better human. I think that right there, hopefully will propel me and the other opportunities that come my way.
And the last question here, putting you on the spot, besides this interview, besides AYO, what's one thing that we should be watching, whether it's a TV show or a streaming kind of show? Do you have a recommendation as long someone needs a new show to start?
Ooh, someone needs a new show to start. The Globe. Check out The Globe. It's an awesome show. I am actually on the first episode. It's a shameless plug. The Globe is a great culinary competition right now on Discovery Plus, and it's cool. It's hosted by Chef Robert Irvine, and it's an awesome set. Huge amount of TV screens, and they pretty much transport you to different culinary locations. So one time you're in Budapest, next time you're in Accra, Ghana, and it's awesome. You get to cook the food of that specific area. So The Globe is something I'm really excited to be a part of right now. And a few more shows are coming out, so be on the lookout for Chopped. Top Chef Amateurs as well as a new show that's out that I'll be on as well. So on the TV screen a couple more times this year, which I'm excited for. But The Globe is definitely something that I had so much fun recording. So cool.
Guess I'll have to check that out. Well, onwards and upwards. Congratulations on all the pending success, current success. Great part.
Oh man,
thank you for your time.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Take care.
Take care.
Paltrocast.